Hello everyone, my name is Rosver Jedpi Pansakala and I will be showing you my rain prediction model for my second assessment of machine learning. So firstly, we will install Gradio so that we can make the GUI of this model. So moving on, we import the required libraries such as importing Gradio, Pandas, Random Forest Classifier, Train Test Split, Classification Report, Confusion Matrix, Seaborn, and Matplotlib. Now we load the datasets. So loading the dataset, we link this, and we also use weatherdata.head. If it will load the first few rows of the dataset. So we can see here the temperature, humidity, wind speed, cloud cover, pressure, and rain. This will be important later, so let's move on to data pre-processing. So first we need to clean the data set, and we map rain and no rain to 0 and 1 to binary code. And we also drop rows with missing values. So the reason why I did this is because I wanted the dataset to be clean before we move on to defining the predictions, because this didn't work. Apparently, the dataset had NaN values, and uh, the code just would not work at all if I didn't clean the dataset. So next, we define features and target. So the features are temperature, humidity, wind speed, pressure, cloud cover, things that we have seen in the dataset earlier, and the target is rain. Next, we split the data into training and testing sets. We start by splitting the data into two parts, training and testing, which 80% of the data is used to train the model, and 20% is kept for testing. So next, we train the random forest classifier. We use 100 trees so that we have a good balance between accuracy and speed. And then next, we evaluate the model, but we will be skipping that for now and go to the GUI first. Now we are at the back end of the graphical user interface. We start with the function predict weather, which has the features of the dataset. Now we bundle this into a data frame. Then it feeds this data into a pre-trained random forest model, which predicts either 1 for rain or 0 for no rain. So that's basically it for the backend of the graphical user interface. And now we move on to launching the system. Uh, Sorry if this is a bit different. Uh, my main notebook doesn't work for some reason, but I will have the footage of it working. The Gradio interface is just not installing in the main notebook. Anyways, I will explain this. So we just use this to make the Gradio interface, and then we use the backend of the Gradio interface here. Uh, and then we have the inputs for temperature, humidity, wind speed, pressure, cloud cover, and uh, to make sure that we have a good working system, and we have a GUI that actually works and that is simple. Now I'll showcase the weather prediction system. So let's say we want to 24 temperature, and we want 90% of humidity, then 8 wind speed, 1033 pressure, and 50 51% of cloud cover. And then we submit it, and it will say it will rain. So for example, if we put 20 temperature, or 70, or 900, I it will say that it has no rain. So for the results of this model, it's really good at predicting whether it will rain or not. But in other instances, it doesn't really do that. But it is just one instance. Uh, there is a slight inaccuracy though. But we can see this better in the confusion matrix, where it has only one error when trying to predict rain, but in other instances, it is pretty spot on. It is also important to note that the dataset that we're using does not have a lot of rain, and that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching.